So suspended chords or sus chords don't actually sound sus when you play, but in fact it sounds really pretty when used in the right context. Now let's understand how do you build a suspended chord. Now there are two types of suspended chords, sus2 and sus4. Let's quickly look at them. So this is the F major scale. Again, if you don't know how to build scales, you can check out our video where we have explained about all of the scales and how to build them. Now in this F major scale, if you take the first note, third note and the fifth note and put it together, you get the F major chord. Instead of playing the third note of the scale, if you play the second note of the scale, you get a sus2 chord. In this case, I'm going to play F, G and C. That's a sus2 or an F sus2 in this case. Now instead of playing the third again, if I play 4, that is 1, 4, 5 of the scale, I get a sus4. Let's do it with G major scale. So GBD is a G major chord. Remember, the first note and the last note remains the same, only the middle note gets suspended to different positions, hence the name suspended chords. Now instead of playing GBD, if I play GAD, again note number 1, note number 2 and note number 5 of the scale, I get G sus2. If I play 1, 4 and 5 of the scale, I get G sus4. Now what are the use of these suspended chords and how do you use them in a progression? Progression is basically a series of chords that are put together to sound perfect or sound nice. Now let's say, for example, there is a chord pattern wherein you keep moving between a G major chord, a C major chord, D major chord and back to G major chord. Now in this case I've used an inversion. Now let's say I keep doing this. Sounds okay. But let's say I start using these suspended chords. When you use these suspended chords, it adds a lot of color to the existing progression. Now take a look at this. This is without the sus chords. Now if I use the suspended chords, this is how it sounds. Now in this case I used a D sus4, which is DGA. It adds a nice flavor or a nice color to what you're actually playing. A lot of pop songs, a lot of rock songs also use these suspended chords to give it a lot of color. For example, the chord progression of Scientist, where you go there's a C sus4, and adding these suspended chords actually gives it a nice resolution sometimes when you put these chords in a sequence. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Kindly give us a follow and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Browse through our channel for a lot of different videos related to music learning. Also check out our Instagram page for fun music content. And until we meet next time, remember, practice, practice and practice.